The magician dealt with somebody who apparently did the impossible. He made things vanish. He made things reappear. He tucked somebody into the corner of a closet, closed the door, opened it, and they vanished. So the audience, which delights to believe in fantasy, is willing to give him that edge. The whole idea of the magician was that he dazzles people. He befuddles people. If you remember the show, and nobody alive does, in one case, he's being pursued by a car full of evildoers. He leans out of his car, slows, they start to pull up next to him in order to blast him, and he whips out a can of spray paint, sprays their windshield, and drives away. And of course, they're left absolutely helpless. He doesn't kill anybody, he doesn't hurt anybody. He just blinds them. It wasn't magic, it was just clever. And it worked like a charm. The idea was that somebody intelligent enough to pull off these little prestidigitatory stunts didn't need to resort to violence, which is the last resort of sitcoms and cop shows. Magician is the illusion that fantasy is real, that fantasy exists. All stage magicians appeal to that childlike belief that the universe is something you can bend to your will. Fantasy starts with the assumption that it's impossible. I have a magic backpack. I can stuff the entire contents of a large house into it and take it on trips so I can be comfortable when I get to the wilderness. That's fantasy. If you say I've developed the system using alternate universes, and therefore I'm able to shuttle material objects in this universe through a space-time interlock into an alternate universe, and simply carry the space-time interlock, and using it as a sort of modem, repatriate my objects, that's science fiction. That's also double talk, but that's science fiction. I've always thought of science fiction as an extension of the existing through possibility into improbability. Star Trek, classic example. Star Trek deals with current psychological and sociological and socio-political trends and just extends them through imaginary hardware into the future. And of course, the hardware is turning out to be made by Sony and Panasonic and available at your corner Rexall. But originally, that's all it was. That's science fiction.